Barangay Cambaro is a highly urbanized barangay with 33 hectares and is a part of Mandaue City. Cambaro consists of 12 puroks with over 9,000 population. During the American times, it was noted that the locals in this city were in the borrowing trade. They named their little trade as come and borrow. This type of business became famous in this area that most of the locals enter this kind of trade. Other people, especially those who don't know how to speak English but heard of the trade, would reply after being asked where they got the money they had with them, Cambaro. So, that was how this little sitio became known. Barangay Cambaro used to be a part of Barangay Look. It was then called Cambaro Look Mandaue City, but because of the growing populations of this barangay, Cambaro has to be separated and thus a new barangay rose in the city of Mandaue.
Maayong adlaw ganatong tanan. Ako di ay si Fabian Marinillas.
Ako si Mary Joy Arquito. Ako si Ella Estela.
Kung ako si Meryl J. Rob. Ug ganiya kami karon sa Barangay Cambaro para mag-interview sa Barangay Council,
Active Youth, Young Professionals,
and owner of a business establishment. So tara, sugdan na nato. Sugmata. Yay!
Puso or hanging rice is a distinctive food known in our barangay, particularly in Purok Manga. The puso is made of rice wrapped with young coconut leaves shaped like diamonds, which is then boiled in a drum and to be cooked for about an hour. Bundles of hanging rice are usually rushed to public markets, barbecue stalls, carinderias, native restaurants, and other occasions like birthdays, anniversaries, and Christmas parties.
I'm Melchor. Wow, 41 lang, 41. Baliwan ka 41 lang, baliwan ka
Kaya pila nakakaliit sa ning puso. Hindi mo puso. Mo jud na mo main ka lang kung sa income mo ya. Main source of
Sugod
income.
nakaanak ko dahil. Mga nandun na yung pangita.
Ikaw naman.
Wala ko asawa dahil.
Sawa dira ya.
Buak ako ito ka na dahil.
Sawa dira ya. Ikaw sa dia.
Kanang wala yung gwapa niya.
Sige, ba. Anya, di naman ka po sa inyo mahimo sa usapan.
Nagmay lang dahil. 5,000 every day.
Oh, ginagaya ko. Hindi na daghanan na.
May 13,000.
Kamu sa mulaya.
Katag na yung mga nana mo ay. Video ka pala video. Oh, ito ang ganda kong matulog.
Bilang sa sweldo ya.
Sir man, ina po. Ina mo, hariman inunggoy.
Oh, silawan niya.
Utsurang gatos na mo.
Oh, sige, tawagin na ya.
Lukay.
Asa mo sa nagikan?
Bunga. Sibo.
Hi, Ate. My name is Feby.
My name is Gertrude.
Oh, nice meeting you, Ate. My question number 1. In your barangay, what are the goods and services produced in the area of Barangay Cambaro?
Okay, there's a place in Cambaro called Kapusoan, and it's known for producing puso. So many people go there to buy puso, especially the barbecue vendors, or if people have parties, they order.
Next, in your barangay, is Barangay Cambaro has grown and developed for past 10 to 15 or 20 years?
Honestly speaking, I cannot tell if it has grown that much in the past 20 years, but pretty sure the government is doing its part to uplift or to support the people. But I haven't seen that much growth to really help the people, especially in day-to-day living.
Okay, I can see your point of view. Next is, what are the common development problems and what are the possible solutions that have in your barangay?
Um, Most of the people living in Cambaro are youth.
Yeah.
So most of them are tambays and they're addicted to maybe drugs or vices, and they don't go to school.
What are the barangay disaster risk reduction program that being implemented in your barangay?
As far as I know, there's not much that makes the barangay unique.
Next is, in your barangay, what are the plans and activities for being implemented for environmental preservation?
There's, I think there's none because it's pretty obvious that in the Esquinita areas there are a lot of trash, and even the garbage collection is not implemented well. Sometimes it is delayed, or it sometimes goes for a week without even being collected.
Next, in your barangay, what are the present barangay projects being implemented right now?
As what I've stated a while ago, most people living are youth. So to address drugs or vices and lack of support for giving education to the youth, they implement sports fest and, and other activities to keep their minds active or their bodies active.
What can you envision in your barangay?
I believe the common problem or the root cause of the problems in the barangay is uh, education. Because if the youth will have the opportunity to really go to school, let's say for free or provided for, they will be able to foresee their future, and they will be educated enough to really have dreams of their own and pursue it.
Thank you, Ate Gretchen, for having me your time with. This is Ate Jaisel Cortez, and she is also one of the former SK chairman last 2012. My first question is, in your barangay, what are the goods and services being produced?
In general, we followed what is implemented in the city as well as the national, but we implement in our own, in our youth. We have some makita ng mga business like ungko-ungko. We give them something they can profitable as well that we provide for their
Livelihood. Okay.
livelihood program.
Okay, in your barangay, te, makita ba nimo nga it has really grown and developed for the past 10 to 15 or 20 years?
In my term, all the projects are successful.
What are the common development problems that in your barangay, and what are the possible solutions in that problem?
Currently, always nagbaha, no source of water, and drainage system din ang problem.
Okay. What are those barangay disaster risk reduction program that being implemented in Barangay Cambaro?
Only have those items for rescue, training as well.
Next is, in your barangay, what are the plans and activities for environmental preservation and environmental protection?
Kaya mag-volunteer me in some areas. Mag-provide me og seed, then as well as amo dyan siyang i-check always if nasa may growth ba. Dili sa masayang ang pang zona mga.
In Barangay Cambaro, what are the present or current barangay projects being implemented, and what are the benefits out from it?
Current problem about the drainage, they have some materials. They bought something, but the problem is on how to put it all and to solve all the problems in the drainage. Kay bisag in the Mandaue, that is the biggest problem na lisod jud kay siya isolve.
Ikaw, Tijasel, kung sa'yo mong ma-envision in your barangay in the next 5 years ahead or 10 years from now?
Whatever nga ma-vision nato kay whatever goals maka maintain ta na if we have kanang lasig kita dito.
Nagkasalamat tayo sa imong time nga imong gigahin. And God bless you. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Maricar S. Cañete, Barangay Kagawad of Cambaro. I'm 33 years old, married with one child.
Goods and services produced in Barangay Cambaro.
Local government units, as mandated, provides basic services to its constituents. Barangay Cambaro, as mandated, issues clearances and permits, provides health services, environmental protections and awareness. We also ensure that our barangay is a resilient community and many others.
Developed and grown for the past 10 to 15 or 20 years.
For the last 10 to 20 years, Barangay Cambaro has grown and developed a lot, especially during the administration of our present punong barangay, Maria Selma Sanchez, through the effort of everybody around us who supported her plans and advocacies. I'm very proud and honored to say that our barangay has received several recognitions and awards last year during the Barangay Integrated Awards. Namely, we are Bronze Awardee for Full Disclosure Policy, Silver Awardee for Barangay Nutrition Council, Silver Awardee for Barangay Peace and Order, Silver Awardee for the Barangay Council for the Protection of Children. We are also included in the top 10 most outstanding Lupong Tagapamayapa Incentive Award, and we also received 50,000 worth of cash prize for projects intended for children because we are included in the top 3 most child-friendly barangay. And we also received another 50,000 worth of cash prize for being third placer in the most gender-sensitive barangay.
So, ma'am, what are the disaster risk reduction program being implemented in your barangay?
Before a program or activity will be implemented, a plan should be made. And luckily, we already conducted a seminar on Barangay Disaster Risk Reduction Management Plan and Barangay Development Council Plan. We also have a contingency planning to update our members of BDC, BDRM, and also as well as other BBIs, barangay-based institutions. And we already purchased barangay disaster paraphernalia and equipment, and we are planning to add additional barangay disaster materials and equipment so that once a disaster may struck our community, then we are all prepared to take action.
So, ma'am, what are the plans and activities for environmental prevention and environmental protection?
Okay. RA 9003, also known as Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, was already observed and followed by Barangay Cambaro for the longest time. We impose no segregation, no collection policy, and we are also planning to have a contest or competition per purok entitled Most Environment Friendly Purok, wherein the purok with the cleanest and most beautified purok will be awarded.
So next question, ma'am, is what are the present barangay projects and what are the benefits and costs of the project?
Okay. For now, we have two major ongoing drainage projects. First is the 3 million worth of drainage project at Purok Ampalaya. The other one is the 1 million project at Purok Saging. The benefit of this, of course, is to minimize flooding or to control the flooding in those areas. The other one is we also have a 6.5 million worth of project for our multi-purpose hall, also known as Barangay Hall.
Is what do you envision for the barangay?
Okay. For me, being the #1 barangay kagawad of Cambaro, I envision our barangay to be a place where everyone wants to live and linger, a place where everyone will support one another for the common good of the people around us, a place for opportunities, a place in our barangay that is progressive and is continuously aiming for excellence.
My learnings and insights during the interview that we conducted in Barangay Cambaro. I've learned that being a leader is not just the one who will inspire and teach his people, but being a leader is the one who will communicate, who will speak, who will listen and understand, and being able to stand for his people, for the youth, for the family and the society. Barangay Immersion was that the success of one's barangay does not only depend on its leader, but the participation of its people or constituents matter. And we also need a leader that has a strong and firm decision and committed towards his duty. I have learned that a leader must be committed and responsible to his people and constituents. You must be hands-on to the activities and events in the barangay. You must not think for your benefit, rather, think for the benefit of your people that you are serving. For the success of the barangay is the success of the people. That the success of one's barangay does not only depend on its leader, but the participation of its people and constituents matter. And we also need
I'm 33 years old. As a
1, 2, 3 na count lang.
Think of the benefit for the...
Ano, ge?